Hey everyone, let's discuss a problem, maximum absolute difference, which has been asked in Amazon several times. So here problem description is: you are given an array of n integers a1, a2 till an. Return maximum value of f of ij, where I is greater than equal to 1 and j is less than equal to n, and f of ij is basically absolute value of a of I minus a of j plus absolute value of I minus j, where x absolute denotes absolute value of x. Okay, so now let's see what exactly is given here as input and output format. So input, we are given integer array a. Output format, we need to return integer equal to maximum value of I and I f of ij. F of ij we saw here, and here is an example. Okay, let's understand the problem by this example. So a is 1 3 minus 1. So here if we see, here given 1 3 and minus 1, we need to find f of I j. Let's write the expression once: a of I minus a of j absolute plus I minus j absolute, right? So here if we see, we need to find for each I and j, right? So here f of 1 1, here we have 1 2 3. So here f of 1 1 and f of 2 2, f of 3 3, all are 0 since it is equal, right? So a of I minus a of I, basically it will be 0, and I minus I, same index, it will be 0. So if it is the same index I equal to j, then it will be 0. Let's see for f of 1 2. So f of 1 2 equal to a of I is 1 minus 3 absolute plus 1 minus 2 absolute, which will be minus 2 absolute plus minus 1 absolute, which is nothing but 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Similarly, if we take f of 2 1, just reversing f of ji, then it will be again f of 2 is 3 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1, so 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So here what we understand is, even if we interchange I and j here in f of ij, it will still be the same result. So f of 1 2 expression and f of 2 1 expression will give the same result. So similarly here it found f of 1 3 and f of 2 3, f of 3 1, f of 3 2. So maximum value it found is 5, which is of f of 2 3 or f of 3 2. Okay, so now to get the maximum value here, what we need to do, we will go through each ij, each index, and we need to find all the combinations, right? So first we will loop, I will start from 1 to 3 here, and again j will go from 1 to 3. So basically this will be entire array once and then entire array once again. So here time complexity will be of n square. So this is the brute force approach, where we are looping through the array twice. Okay, so now let's see how we can optimize it. Okay, so let's write the expression once again. So f of I j equal to a of I minus a of j absolute plus I minus j absolute, right? If we see here, a of I minus a of j plus I minus j. Okay, so we know absolute value of x will give us positive x if x greater than 0, negative x if x less than 0. We know absolute value of x is always positive, right? So here when I say absolute value of x equal to minus x, so for example, let's say x equal to minus 3. Okay, so absolute value of x, I say it equal to minus x if x less than 0. So absolute value of x will be minus of minus 3 equal to plus 3. That's why we say x absolute equal to positive x when x greater than 0 and negative x when x less than 0, and for x equal to 0 it's always 0. Okay, right? So now here if we apply same thing to this expression and this expression, let's say a of I minus a of j and I minus j. So if this is positive and this is also positive, so what will happen, the expression will become a of I minus a of j plus I minus j, since both are positive. Okay, now let's say a of I minus a of j is positive but I minus j is negative. So what will happen to I minus j absolute? I minus j absolute will be minus I minus j. So this expression will become a of I minus a of j minus I minus j. Okay, now let's say a of I minus a of j is negative now and I minus j is positive. So this absolute a of I minus a of j absolute will become minus of a of I minus a of j, and this will be same positive. So this whole expression will become minus a of I minus a of j plus I minus j. Now let's see, both are negative. So this a of I minus a of j absolute will become minus of a of I minus a of j, and this I minus j also will become absolute equal minus I minus j. So this will become minus a of I minus a of j minus I minus j. Okay, so now let's bring it together. Okay, so here we can see we have found four possible combinations where 1 and 3 are almost same. So this can be converted to a of j minus a of I plus I minus j and equal to a of j minus a of I minus I minus j. So here we can see expression 1 and expression 3 exactly same, and expression 2 and expression 4 exactly same. Previously we saw f of 1 2 equal to f of 2 1, right? So as per same logic, a of I minus a of j will be a of j minus a of I. It is exactly same. So we can just take this 2 1 and 2 to deduct how to calculate the maximum absolute difference. So let's consider 1 a of I minus a of j plus I minus j, and 2 a of I minus a of j minus I plus j. So what we can make it, a of I plus I minus a of j plus j, and second one will be a of I minus I minus a of j minus j. Okay, So basically this two expression we have deducted it into, and here we can see a of I plus I, a of I minus I, a of j plus j, a of j minus j. Basically a of I plus I and a of j plus j is same thing, and a of I minus I, a of j minus j is same thing. So what basically it says, a of I plus I is the value at I index and the index itself, that sum, and value of I in index I and that difference, that this expression means that. So here we have to find the maximum absolute difference. So how something we will get into maximum, if this a of I plus I is suppose x, and this a of j plus j is y, then this difference, that means it should be maximum of all the values, y should be minimum of all the values, then the distance between them will be more. That is the meaning of maximum possible difference, that means maximum possible distance between them. So we have to find the from all the sum of a of I plus I, what is the maximum possible sum of ai plus I and minimum possible sum of a of I plus I. We have to we have to find the difference of it, and that will be the maximum possible difference. Similarly, we have to find the maximum value of a of I minus I and the minimum value of a of I minus I, and we need to find its difference. So let me repeat it again. We have to find max of a of I plus I and min of a of I plus I. Then we have to find max of a of I minus I and min of a of I minus I. Okay, and we have to find the difference. So max of a of I plus I minus mean of ai plus I and max of a of I minus I minus mean of a of I minus I. Then we have to find whatever is the max of this, that will be our result. Okay, so now let's write the pseudocode. Okay, so we are given one array. Okay, so here we need to find we have to find these four things basically, right? So let's say max plus min plus, okay, and then max minus and min minus. So here we can just define it as float. Max will be minus infinity, min will be plus infinity, and here also same, max will be minus infinity and this will be plus infinity. Now we'll loop over the array for I in range . Okay, so what we need to do is we need to find the max of ai plus I. So max plus equal to max of whatever we have found so far, max plus and a of I plus I. Similarly, min plus, we need to find the minimum. So min of so far whatever we have found for min plus and a of I plus I. So this will be max plus and min plus. Similarly, max minus, we can say max of max minus whatever we have found and a of I minus I, okay, and then mean minus equal to mean of mean minus and a of I minus I. So we have found all four variables. Now at end of the for loop, what we can do is we can return max of, okay, we need to find the difference. So this is basically, we can say this is our max plus, this is our mean plus, this is max minus, this is mean minus. So we need to find this difference. So we can just do max of max plus, what we are doing here, max plus minus mean plus and max minus and mean minus difference, max minus mean minus. So when we return the max of it, that will be our maximum result. So here we can see we are looping through the array only once. So here time complexity is O of n, and space we are not taking any additional space here other than declaring four variables. So space complexity will be O of 1, time complexity is O of n. Now let's solve this problem in interview bit. Okay, so what we discussed in pseudocode, we will define same. So here max plus mean plus max minus float minus infinity and float infinity and max minus mean minus float minus infinity and float infinity. Now we'll loop over the array for I in range of a. We find max plus equal to max of max plus and a of I plus I, max minus, sorry, we'll say the main plus first. Main plus equal to mean of mean plus and a of I plus I, then max minus max of max minus and a of I minus I, mean minus equal to mean of mean minus and a of I minus I. It is nothing but what we discussed in pseudocode. So now at the end of the loop, we'll just return max of max plus minus mean plus and max minus mean minus. Let's run it. Okay, submit. So here we can see it has been submitted successfully. So hope the problem and the explanation is clear. Thank you so much.